Ladies and gentlemen, pat yourself on the back real fast. Takes 2 seconds. Just be congratulate to yourself sometime. That's the way you're gonna give salutes to other people when they doing good. You're not gonna be a hater, you're gonna be inspired. You feel me? And you're not gonna be so insecure about shit. You're gonna be like, hey, it's whatever, you know. Uh let's get to this AEW Dynamite review. It's not gonna be in order, just like Raw wasn't. I told you I was gonna do a Dynamite review, and I'm gonna do a Friday night SmackDown review as well. Um, let's get straight to this. Uh, if I can remember, the first match was MJF and Kyle Fletcher. Good match. Probably most likely match of the night, honestly. Good match. MJF wins. Will Ospreay comes out there, and the post match. Well, at the end of the match, Don Callis got in there. He was on commentary, which he's always on commentary. One of his guys is fighting. Uh, he tried to give him a screwdriver to cheat against MJF, which this puts you in a weird position, man, because Don Callis in no type of level is a good guy. So that's why this felt very flat. But real quick though, before I do that, I gotta do the same thing I did with the Raw review, is give it a 1 out of 10. But before I completely, so I gotta revamp real quick. My fault. I give this 1 out of 10. I give it a 6. But back to everything. Don Callis tried to make Kyle Fletcher cheat with the screwdriver. Kyle Fletcher throws it away. He gets low blow, hit with the ring, I think, brainbuster shit. But like, Don Callis just makes it very awkward because, bro, they're booing him. They're booing this dude. Do you understand he turned on Kenny Omega and that forever makes him a heel to people? That's why. Kenny Omega's a major baby face in the AEW realm. So he's a heel pretty much forever because of that. Look, he still got booed. Yet he's on a good guy. He's on a good guy team. You know, well, I guess. I don't know. See, I'm trying to review, but it's always just somewhat frustration when it comes to wrestling sometimes about certain things in AEW. With the certain things they do, there's no attention to detail. So there's no like interaction backstage. There's no segments. There's no stories telling you the Don Callis family is now a face team. They're just face for no reason. Like, without any explanations, no description in this story, no attention to detail, bro. That's one of the most frustrating things, because you just be like, okay, when did he turn to a good guy? Or when did he join him? Or, oh, I forgot they joined him. It's like that a lot sometimes AEW, bro. And I like AEW, but man, I just got to be honest. That's why I think this show is a 6. But good match. Will Ospreay comes out there at the post match. He was about to try to break his neck like he did Daniel Garcia. Will Ospreay comes out there, and like I said, Don Callis comes out there. It's just a very awkward situation because like Don Callis just kind of really makes it. It just makes it weird because it's like Don Callis is not a good guy. So I feel like Kyle Fletcher and Will Ospreay really should be in this by themselves. Don Callis should be doing something else. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. But I didn't know about Cesaro. That was on Collision. Cesaro won a triple threat or something. They had like a little hype video for Okada. I don't know if that was next or not. I'm just going off of what I remember. So Okada versus Cesaro, I guess at All In AEW fashion, they start at the very last 2 weeks. The week before or 2 weeks before, that's when they start announcing more matches. So I'm used to it. What else happened as far as matches? Mariah May went against some girl, Vina Van. I got an issue with that as well. It was a okay match, but it should have been a blowout because we don't even know who the hell Vina Van even is. They didn't do no promo, no video, no hype video to even introduce her, where she even comes from. I'm sure they probably talked about commentary, but I honestly wasn't even paying attention that much heavy because I was like, okay, why is this match even happening longer than 5 minutes? I don't even know who this girl is. They're doing a hell of a job building Mariah May. They definitely made me a fan. I want her to win the title at All In. By the way, Mariah May and Toni Storm is the best feud going in All In, honestly. But Mariah May beats her, and Toni Storm comes out there. They gave her a picture, and it says "Die Mariah, die" on the back, but on the front of the picture was Toni Storm holding her, hugging her up and all that, which was very dope at that time. That's why I think it's the best feud. And they come out there and brawl, good brawl again. Uh, Watch out for the shoe and all that other good shit. So that was actually decent. I didn't mind that. Uh, I just kind of wish Mariah May would have went against somebody that's a little bit more established. Like why she didn't go against, I wouldn't even say established, but somebody that we seen and that was recently, not too long ago, in the world title picture. Like why she wouldn't beat Donna Purrazzo. Why she didn't beat not Tony Storm, Thunder Rosa. Somebody that's kind of, Thunder Rosa is established, so I think that would make her stock rise a little higher if she beat somebody with a higher stock instead of some random girl for some weird reason to getting 50-50 booking with her, kind of. Not really. So I say 75-25 booking. The fact she didn't blow her out, which, like, nobody remember who that girl even is, or we might not even see her again. But anyway, um, Jack Perry and Darby, I honestly forgot this was even on All In, honestly, but Jack Perry and Darby gets a little, which I think the Jack Perry hype package should have lasted a little longer. That was only like 15 seconds or something. It's like, nah, that should have lasted a little longer. I liked it that. I liked the Raven references. It wasn't even no references. It was just the video package looked like the old ECW Raven getting hit with the head with the cheers. Same thing really. And like I like Jack Perry, the scapegoat and all that shit. I like Jack Perry a lot, but um, they had a little promo. Then Darby has a promo after that, so it was a decent little promo. What was the other match? Uh, I didn't know this match was even on the card because it wasn't on Twitter. So Orange Cassidy and FTR, AEW fashion, having one of these random 6-man tag matches against Roosh. I forgot what the dude name with the bull mask is. Black Mataro Taurus. I forgot his name was, honestly. And Roger Strong, which is like, what? I don't know. What the hell Roger Strong is in the middle of this for? What this match is even for? Honestly, I don't know. I say AW fashion, but it was decent. It was good, good in ring action packed, I guess. Really didn't serve no purposes. Camille blows out like two jobbers, and really this makes her look like, okay, this is the bodyguard, the secret weapon for Mercedes Moné that Britt Baker got to watch out for. So I like what they doing with Camille. That's building a new girl on top of it too. So I like what they doing with Camille. Then Britt Baker, which they did announce, he's lifted a suspension. They try to make it seem like Mercedes when they got her suspended, but if I can remember or recall, they didn't say anything about that last week. I could be wrong. If they did, then okay, that was a good way to cover it up. But if they didn't, and then they just said, Tony Khan lifted the suspension, and then, okay, for people that have no idea what's going on, they're like, okay, what suspension? Why was she even suspended? So I could be wrong if last week did they reference her being suspended because of Mercedes Moné in kayfabe. If they did, then it's just like, I don't know. It's not a big deal, but I just happened to notice that it was just like, why would they even announce that if it wasn't even talked about last week, or like nobody had no idea in kayfabe why she was even suspended. I'm sure you know why she was suspended when it comes to the backstage drama, but that's what this about. But anyway, fair promo from Britt Baker against Mercedes Moné. That's another match I actually am. I actually want to see how that goes. I I think it's kind of it put Britt Baker in a lose-lose. Like she definitely might just lose against Mercedes Moné. I don't know. We'll just have to see. So that's what I kind of like about it. That's another match going in All In. Uh, Oh, we had a sit down with Swerve. We had a sit down with Swerve with Jim Ross. I actually like when they do these sit downs with Jim Ross because Jim Ross know how to make things look and feel dramatic. It was a good. That was probably one of the highlights of the night, honestly. Swerve's video package with him sitting down with Jim Ross talking about everything and all the other stuff. So it's making Swerve and Danielson feud look good because it was actually what about 2 or 3 different hype videos for Swerve and Danielson, and they ended the show, which I'm gonna get to in a little bit. But yeah, that was actually good by Swerve. Swerve to me just keep getting better and better. I really don't want Swerve to lose, but at the same time, if Danielson win, I would not be mad because I think my boy Danielson should have been champ like 2 years ago for real. But it is what it is. Uh, what else? Oh, Dave Bryant and Jeff Jarrett was hyping up for the main event, which I actually think was a very interesting match. I'm about to get to that in a few. What else was happening? Trying to think of all the other stuff that happened, like side stuff that happened. Brian Keith and Shibata. I think that was the other match before the main event. Yeah, and Brian Keith and Shibata. Shibata wins. Decent match. Uh, Hook comes back. You know, Hook and Shibata and Joe been going against the learning tree for a couple of months now. You know, Jericho fashion AEW. His feuds do not ever end in just a month or two. It's always 3, 4, 5 months. Really, I ain't mad at it, but still, Jericho's great. I can't even hate on Jericho at all. He just know how to make anything look good the best way he can. But Hook comes back in after they attack Shibata at the end. I got to point out what the obvious is just that bothers the shit out of me every time I see it. And me and my bro got into it about this, was talking really deep about Big Bill. I feel like Big Bill was just proven. Big Bill it hasn't done anything since joining the learning tree besides look like he's an average dude. Hook comes out there and just throws him right out of the ring. I can't. You just can't unsee how the big men are treated, bro. You just can't. You can't unsee this, bro. How is he not the muscle when he's obviously the muscle? But he's not the muscle. Him and Brian Keith is the same level, which just looks ridiculous. Dude, have you seen Big Bill? This dude is fucking humongous, and he's not the problem that Hook got to worry about. He's regular to Hook. It's just like, bro, I don't understand it, bro. And then on top of that, Big Bill has not had a match that I know of since joining the Learn Tree. Maybe on Collision or something. Like I told you, I don't watch Collision because really Collision gave me reasons to stop watching. It just became a glorified dark in my mind. I might start back watching this to see, but it just feels like filler for what AEW could fit on Dynamite. That's literally just how it feels. All the feuds cross over to there. Then any Collision feuds, I don't really know about, but they did do a video package of the patriarchy, which Christian Cage is a goat. By the way, he make Nick Wayne and Kill Switch look great, but they're going against Bang Bang Gang and House of Black or something like that. I don't know. What far as that is just weird. Like, is the Bang Bang Gang heel? I, like they tweeters, I guess. House of Black is face again. I don't know. I guess against the patriarchy, you're a hill because nobody's more a hill than Christian out of that group of guys anyway. Uh, but they had a little video package for that. Hook came back. Uh, they had a video package of some dude. I forgot his name. He showed up on Collision like 2 weeks ago. But I'm not impressed. And it's not the fact like I'm hating on dude or he seemed like he suck or anything. It's like, bro, we have 100 of these guys in AEW that can do all that luchador amazing shit. How many people in AEW can pull off these types of matches? Pretty much everybody can. That's why these overhyped, like super athletic guys like this guy that they try to build, I can't think of his name for shit. It's an easy name to remember, but I can't remember it. But he had like he reminded you of Sin Cara in a way. That's exactly what he reminds me of. When they try to overhype Sin Cara. Except when WWE was doing it, Sin Cara was like the only one doing it to that level. Rey Mysterio, I don't even think was even in WWE at this time when Sin Cara was doing it. But anyway, back to this. We have plenty of guys that's just like this dude. So, but still, they did a video package for him. It is what it is. Brian Danielson and Jeff Jarrett, hardcore match, brawl, classic like brawl. They was all in the crowd, backstage. I love matches like that, you know. Overall, as far as matches go, in AEW fashion, all the matches served a purpose. Like far as in ring, bell to bell, the matches were good. So I always give them that, regardless. But the story that it overall told, or the stories that it told, it, some things landed like the Swerve and Danielson. That landed, but a lot of the MJF and Will Ospreay, that's pretty cool. Now Mariah May and Tony Storm, that's good. That's just getting better and better. So there's like they tell there's certain stories, but like in AEW fashion, bro, they always do this. They only build maybe three, if we're lucky, four major feuds. It's only three major feuds, is the ones I already mentioned. But get to the main event before I get back to all that. Brian Danielson wins, beat Jeff Jarrett. This was like more of Jeff Jarrett trying to get him ready for Swerve type shit. Like the veteran the legend gotta slap the veteran and slap around and get him ready. Like this kind of like a Rocky feel. Like you gotta get ready for Mr. T. He's gonna fight dirty. It is dope. It makes Swerve like a killer, honestly. You know, Swerve. Then you go back to Swerve last week or 2 weeks ago with the damn blood and guts. He gets stapled and laughing at it and shit. So it makes, and then his feud with Hangman and all that shit. Oh, forgot, Hangman did have a little promo in the back. I think Orange Cassidy did before his match too, real quick. But Hangman had a promo in the back. I guess he's going to have something to do with him and Danielson. Danielson and Swerve at All In, most likely. I really feel like it should have been Hangman and won the Owen Hart Cup, and we should have been getting the Hangman versus Swerve Part 3. But, anywho, uh, overall, the main event was pretty good. Swerve comes out there. Willer Yuta come out there. I guess they set up Willer Yuta versus Swerve next week. Just whatever. And that's telling more of a story of Danielson and Swerve, so I like where that's going. But overall, like I said, I give it a 6. It wasn't horrible, but it really didn't resonate to Wembley, really. Like I said, they build maybe 3, maybe 4, if we're lucky, big stories. The biggest 3 stories is Mariah May versus Tony Storm, Swerve versus Danielson, MJF versus Will Ospreay. These are the biggest 3 stories. Then they throw in little things, Jack Perry and Darby. We might be getting Cesaro and Okada from them having a face-to-face next week. Whatever else match they might just put on there in the next couple of weeks until then. But you get what I'm saying. They usually only build a certain set of matches before the pay-per-view in AEW fashion, though. So I'm used to it. But for what it is, I give this show a 6. You know what? I'm gonna say this. It was a 6.5 due to the fact of Mariah May's story and Swerve's story. Those were the highlights to me in the night. But other than that, what do you guys think of AEW? What do you rate it? 1 through 10? Was it horrible? What do y'all think? We out.